Welcome. This is Reality Hurts. Alright people, it's another episode of Reality Hurts and welcome to Trumpland. Donald Trump's America. Now, let's get into this real quick. We ain't even going to drag it out. Donald Trump. Get money like Trump. Now, let's keep it real about Trump. Trump is my type of dude on the tip of speaking his mind. You may not like what he says. You may not like how he says it. But he's going to say it. That I respect about him. His policies and all that shit, we really have yet to get into all that because he don't even know what the fuck it is. But it is what it is. I like Trump on the tip of he speaks his mind. Hopefully he will take America from being such a politically correct country. That's the only thing I'm hoping he'll do and open people's eyes about is we have freedom of speech. Even though he's trying to stop those media circus that he calls fake news or whatever. Shit, it's not fake. They just telling it their way. So everybody has an opinion and everybody has some facts. They got it. Don't call them fake just because you don't like what they're saying about it. You know what I mean? And don't that sound familiar? That's how people are. Just because you don't like what a motherfucker's saying, that don't mean they fake. More than likely, they just saying some reality shit and it hurts your ass. You get what I'm saying? So, Donald Trump, if anything he can do for us is, if he brings his business mentality to us, and everybody say, oh, bankruptcy, blah, 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 blah. If you know anything about business, bankruptcy saves you from a lot of shit. It's not because you broke. It's surely not because you broke. So, if he can do what he can do for the economy, then so be it, and then we'll go from there. But, I love the fact that he say what the fuck he feel. Oh, fuck it, grab her in the pussy. Yeah, that shit ain't right. But he said it, didn't he? Yeah. What can you say? That's how he feel. You can't knock somebody for what they saying, their opinion wise. Like, what the fuck? That's how he feel about shit. If you want to call, what is it, Rosie O'Donnell? She's fat, she's ugly, or what? That's how he feel about it. To somebody else, she may be a beautiful woman. So, hey, I'm all for it. As you can see, I'll say what the fuck I want, and I like to speak my mind and just say what I feel. If you disagree, that's on you, and you have that right to do that. If you want to state an opinion, you got that right to do that because, it's like assholes. You know how that go. But on the tip of Trump with helping with us becoming less politically correct, because Americans seem to forget, like, we sheltered as hell, man. We sheltered. We have these visions of other countries that aren't even true. It's what they feeding us. You know what I mean? If anything, the mainstream media is the fake news. It's the ones who bringing you the real shit that you should be listening to, and they're the ones that he don't want you to listen to because they saying true shit about him and you know how he is, and motherfuckers saying he can't read and all that type of stuff. That's yet to be seen because we will see. Because he says the hell with the teleprompter. Think about that. Why would you say the hell with the teleprompter when that's just how it go? You know how government is, and when they get up there and do even when you read in the statement, when you look at a press conference and stuff like that from police when something happens, it's all still a written statement. Even with families, they'll say, well, let's get a written statement, and then they'll have you read the written statement. Very rarely do they allow you to speak your mind on mainstream media or mainstream television, any of that, because it's not controlled in the box. You get what I'm saying? And Donald is like, fuck that box. I stand on it. He uses it like it's supposed to be, a soapbox, to speak his piece. So it may be a double-edged sword because I just don't like how he tries to kind of shut people up, but you want to say whatever you want. Now that is not fair. Everybody has a right to an opinion. We got freedom of speech. So now that I'm not feeling. But if he can help us to be more upfront, blunt, and real about the things we feel and say that shit, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? All these other countries, if we only knew what went on in these other countries and how how real it really is. Like other countries show the dead bodies on the news. They show the brains splattered out. I'm pretty sure y'all seen videos on YouTube, well not YouTube, what they show them like on Facebook and different outlets where you see some crazy ass shit. So America don't want you to see that. They want us blind to the fact of what's really going on in the world. And we are. Majority of us are so stupid and blind that we don't believe half the shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? You can have your own feelings about, the shit like the war on terror, is it real? And, the connection with Osama bin Laden, and did they go in Iraq for other reasons outside of weapons of mass destruction? Of course, we already know that because they found them. But we are so blinded by what they put in our face and what they feed us that we don't believe shit stink. You know what I mean? And in other countries, not only do they know shit stink, they are forced to live and wallow in that shit. And then they look at us Americans like, you privileged motherfuckers. Y'all have no idea, but y'all so quick to speak your piece about things that you have really no idea about. So if anything, I'm hoping he kind of opens it up on that tip and really, give people the notion back to speak up, want to know the truth, do your homework, and things like that, because it's funny that everybody did their homework when they came to the election, and Hillary's a crook, Donald Trump's a pervert, Donald Trump, he makes fun of every damn body, including the disabled, which is real fucked up, and he tried to backtrack on that, but yeah, it's on tape, bro, we got you. But Trump is Trump, and that's what we got, and this is Trump land for the next 4 years. Now, will he make it the whole 4 years? I've seen some shit saying he may not make. Who knows what happens? They thought Barack Obama wouldn't make it. They thought Barack Obama would turn America into a dictatorship. Something's gonna happen before this and that. Come on, y'all. Stop with all the conspiracies and shit. Notice I didn't say theory, because conspiracy, theory doesn't even go together. But that's just how it is. I want him to continuously be outspoken and unpolitically correct, because that's what we all need to be. We all need to voice our opinion. And without yelling, without marching, without any of that. Take platforms like this and speak your piece and do it with some type of dignity, but get your fucking words out. Say what you need to say. And that's what Donald Trump should bring to us. That's what we should learn from him. You know what I'm saying? Now, him as a person, we don't know him. None of us know how he is. Now, we know what we see and what we hear of him, and you make your own decisions on how you feel about him on that tip. But you can't tell me it's not a breath of fresh air that he's saying some shit that you be like, well, damn. I love Barack to death, but he wasn't never completely outspoken. He was very quick with little snarky remarks, and he's a good side jabbing motherfucker. But he couldn't, and that's because, he a black man in America, and they would, classify him as, angry black man, power to the people, and all this other type of shit. But let's just hope that everything goes down where we all begin to understand that speaking your mind is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you say, that's what's going to determine, well, damn. But other than that, who is anybody to say what you can say and what you can't say? You know what I'm saying? So I'm with Trump on that tip. Now, policy, we'll get into that in a few days when when he go in, and we'll see what he does in his first 100 days, and what he's going to overturn and what he's going to fix, and what policies he does bring to the forefront, and does he implement them while he's in office, and all that shit remains to be seen. But I don't know, man. Trump, I fuck with his outspokenness. That's all I fuck with about him as of now. You know what I mean? And hopefully he can bring that business savvy, and if you ever really look into him on how he turned around, I think it was Lower Manhattan, wherever it was that he started building and really, turned that shit around from like a little slum part to, he built the real estate economy up around there and like that. So if he could possibly build that shit up, bring the jobs back from overseas, like he said, build more. Well, I don't know about the factories. I don't know if we want to get into. Well, shit, this work. Fuck all that. Bring that shit back to, you know what I mean? The call centers. We don't need all that shit over in India and all like that. Nah, no. Worry about America. Hopefully he brings everything, home to America, and we kind of really worry everything about America, America, America. Now, is that what he means by make America great again? Meaning the economy, helping out with the real estate thing, and I mean, we'll see. We don't know until the shit happens. But I'm all for him speaking his mind, because I'm right along with him, and I'm gonna say what I need to say and what I want to fucking say anytime I want. So we'll see about Trump, but we don't know yet. We don't know, but we'll see soon. All right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, y'all like, y'all share, y'all comment, and I'll see y'all in a few. Reality Hurts.